Hello, my gorgeous Aries souls. So happy to have you here at the channel today for another, this time Zodiac based pick a card reading. As I said, this is a reading for the sign of Aries, whether Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you have Aries energy anywhere within your chart, in any of your placements, this is the reading for you. And even though we are creating these readings right now seasonally, so we are in Aries season presently, which of course runs from March 21st through and including April 19th, just trust that you are finding this reading still at whatever time it is right for you. It is timeless in its intention to be so that it will resonate at whatever time you are finding it. With that said, I just always like to provide the little disclaimer that it's very important to me, the element of choice and freedom and the ability to choose and have options. And so I never intend, at least at this point, to do collective zodiac readings like a lot of other readers do. It's really, really important to me to preserve, again, this format of pick a card style. So right now I am only doing zodiac readings on a limited basis. As I stated, whenever it's the season of the particular zodiac sign that we are in, that is when I will go ahead and create this reading, and you will have this as a helpful tool for you to refer to if you so choose, on things you can look forward to in the next coming months, during your season and beyond. So I think it's very helpful, especially as a brand new channel, to kind of segue into zodiac readings by just doing these again as the season comes up. Having pick a card style piles also, you can of course return to this video at another time. A different pile may resonate for you at a later date and provide you with a different message than what you will receive today. So this is my version of zodiac based readings. I'm enjoying them. Aries is up. I know it's almost Aries season is about to be ending. It's more than halfway over. However, I've been very, very busy. So this is the soonest I could do it. And I still wanted to get it out to you. And then we'll be doing Taurus energy, hopefully, earlier in the season. So if you have Taurus energy as well, anywhere in your chart, stay tuned for that one as well, probably coming in about a week or so. But today it's all about Aries. Let's go ahead and get to your piles. I tried to select some nice fiery or, very impactful and I think statement style decks that are really going to speak to and honor the very, again, powerhouse energy that is Aries. Aries are very assertive and just, there's something about them. As you know, if you are an Aries or if you are connected to an Aries, you know that there's a lot of strong energy associated with this sign. So I tried to choose, of course, red, which is the color associated to Aries, and just some, again, more just like stunners of decks so that we can show up and show out for Aries today. Pile 1, the classic red. This is a deck I haven't used on the channel in quite a while. That is the Tango del Tarot with the red jasper. Pile 2, we had some black vibes here. That's the Lucine Tarot Midnight Edition, so the darker, deeper edition with those copper edges. That is going to be paired with the Howlite. And then pile 3 is the Tarot of Curious Creatures with this brand new Strawberry Quartz Heart. Beautiful. So go ahead and take a moment to reflect over the piles, whichever one is calling to you most. There is no wrong way to select a pile, rather. Simply just take a moment to see which one is calling to you. And if there's more than one pile that is speaking to you or that is drawing your attention in, then there's messages for you within each of them. So be sure to watch every pile that you feel connected to. I will go ahead and meet you at your reading in a moment. And we're going to get into this, Aries. So excited for you. Hello, Aries, pile 1. You chose the red jasper, the traditional Aries color of red today. Let's make sure you can see that, and you can. And the Tarot del Tango, an independently created deck that I used in my very first tarot video for this channel, and it was very difficult to discern what the suits were. I got a little confused. I remember that memory distinctly. It was pretty funny. So I haven't really used it much since then, but we're going to bring it out today. I wanted to have some, as I said, some fiery vibes, some red energy for you. And you have selected the most Aryan of the piles. So you probably are a sun sign. Or if you're watching for someone else who is a sun sign, we're going to take a look for Aries today. what you can expect during your season or within the next few months. Again, it is timeless. So even though I'm recording this, during Aries season, as I stated in the intro, if you skipped it, trust that you're finding this reading at whatever time it is meant for you most. So you can take these messages in as true for you, regardless of the point in time at which you are connecting with the reading and the messages herein. We're going to start with the tarot, of course. I have Oracle as well. We're going to take a look at what's currently going on for you in your energy, and then what you can expect, what could be shifting, get some guidance for you, get you all the details, Aries, on what you can look forward to in the next few months. So I want to take a look, Aries, at what your current energy is, where you're sitting presently, what's going on for you in your realm of the universe right now. Let's take a peek. For pile 1, we have the 4 of Cups, and we bring that down. There we go. This is the 6 of, oh goodness, no. Pentacles. Let me check the darn book. I'm going to have the same issue again. It's going to haunt me. I had this problem the first time I used this deck. When they start changing up the suits, that's when we run into issues here. So give me just a moment to tap into the creative mind of this deck artist and author to decide, or discern rather, what they intended those suits to be. Obviously, cups are quite clear. And I remember from the very beginning that I felt like these should be wands because, you know, they're lamps. They light up, firepower. But I'm really pretty sure, I shouldn't say that. I'm not pretty sure, but they could definitely be pentacles in this deck. That's kind of where I'm looking is, are they pentacles or are they wands? My goodness. Oh. I apologize. I haven't really ever encountered this issue before, or I've had to do this on camera. So while you are waiting for me to get my SH together, I'd like you to take a moment, as I stated in the beginning, for this reading. We're going to be taking a look at what's going on for you in the coming months. It shouldn't be triggering necessarily. Usually these messages are always pretty empowering and encouraging, but they could present messages coming forth about things that maybe could be of an emotional nature or a little bit difficult to take in. I always like to have all of my viewers set the intention before beginning the reading that they're open to receiving the messages from sources they present through. So you set your intention to be in receiving mode for the messages that are going to come through, and you know, that just allows you to, again, be in the best energy possible for your reading. And as you also take a moment to ready yourself, select a sign. It can be any sign at all, something of significance to you that when you see it, it'll help to anchor this message and have it resonate and ring true for you. These are pentacles. So we're set to go now. Thank you for your patience, Aries. I know that's not easy. That's the Hanged Man. And we have the Fool. Clarifying these energies. These are wands. And I'm forever just going to feel like that should have been wands. It's like a mistake. But, you know, what have you. So 5 of Wands. We've got the Hermit energy coming out here. The Page of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The underlying energy that supports the overall theme of the reading is the Hierophant, number 5. So there's transitions and changes indicated here. Pile 1 for you, that there is a lot going on in your current energy, as I can see. Lots of majors presenting out for you as well. Oh. Let's go ahead and just pull a few oracle cards for what's also going on for you in your present energy. This is the Moonology Manifestation Oracle deck. New Moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. I believe that that's what this row is about, but we'll get into that in just a moment. Last quarter moon in Virgo, lots of Virgo energy, attend to the details. Okay, so this is a time of cleaning up is what I'm hearing for you, pile one, which is always good. And oh my goodness, decks falling all over the place. Gotta love live recording. I don't really do much editing once I start getting going. If I don't press the start or stop button, then you're getting everything that happens during the time. If you've watched my readings with any degree of regularity, you'll know that the A lady associated with Amazon, she often interrupts my readings as well. In fact, she may do so soon. I have all kinds of crazy things happen. Just got to roll with it. So we have the Alchemist for you. Okay, again, there's a time of like energy is surging, there's transitions occurring, there's changes taking place, a lot of really, really big energy for you, Aries. So, as I stated, pile one, this is a time of great transition for you. There's a lot of energy that is, again, it just feels like it's surging, that there is some big adjustments occurring for you as well, and a new beginning that you're on the cusp of taking. There's been some type of rejection or challenge or obstacle that you're no longer devoting attention to. What it pertains to isn't incredibly clear to me. But with this Four of Cups energy, which is the energy, again, of rejection, of refusal, of boredom, clarified by the Five of Wands, this is the energy of obstacles and challenges or difficulties, tension. It could even be petty arguments. Whatever energy you're encountering at present or were encountering previously in your energy field, it looks like you're making your peace with it and you're creating distance and you're sort of moving away. With the Eight of Pentacles here, clarified by the Hermit, this very much looks like someone who is self-focused, who is maybe perhaps focusing on their practical or material world, even on work or career and financial accomplishments, but certainly taking that time for self with this Hermit energy to, again, the tie back to the Hierophant, really absorb the lessons that are being presented right now. The energy is very, very strong for you. It's almost palpable is what I'm feeling. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of adjustments and changes that are taking place that you're needing to sort of lean into and align with in order for them to be minimally uncomfortable, to present to you minimal discomfort is what I'm getting. We do have a bit of hesitation here with moving forward. As I can see with the Hanged Man energy, this is also similar to the Hermit, similar to the Hierophant. Okay, these are energies all of more, again, leaning into spirit, trusting intuition, sort of coming to spiritual truths, and really taking that time for self-surrender and trust, but in action as well. So you're in this period of reflection. There is a lot that you're kind of being met with in terms of how you want to create moving forward. We do have, of course, the energy of the Alchemist here, which is the energy of somebody who wants to create, who wants to rebalance, have more stability in life, who wants, again, that just new beginning, that there is unlimited potential and option available to you. The promise of a new life is right on the cusp or right on the horizon is what I'm hearing. But the idea of that, and I don't normally associate the Hanged Man with fear, but it really feels like it's fear-based sort of inaction that's occurring. There is surrender, but it's not feeling like it's coming from an entirely empowered place. If I'm honest, it comes from a place for me that feels more of like, there's nothing I can do at this present moment anyway. I'm just going to let it go because there's nothing else to be done, or I don't know what else to do. And that's okay. You know, turning things over to the universe, saying, you know, I've followed Abraham for a very long time. If you're not familiar, Abraham is the channeled source energy that Esther Hicks works with and delivers all of the insights about how the law of attraction works. And there's been like a wealth of information pertaining to that. And all of the quotes and different kind of excerpts and insights, bits of piece of clarity and awareness that have been shared by Abraham. One of the most recent ones that I read was about how we can deliver, you know, any sort of woes, worries, stress, whatever it is that we want, our desires, they all go into our vortex, and then we can release the sense of expectation, being attached to the outcome, being worried about the hard work, if it were, as to how that's going to come about and materialize for you, because really what it's about is just turning it over to the manager, as they say, which is the universe. it's such an empowering and yet almost unbelievable discovery to learn. And you may not know this if you don't follow the law of attraction, but we truly do not have to assert with anything. And I know that almost may be a foreign energy for Aries, because you are all about being headstrong and driven and very much a go-getter and an aggressive, passionate energy. But when we set it in intention, we have a desire, all that's really necessary is to feel good, is to keep that vibration up, is to be in a state of, again, surrender, being at peace, being open, being in the flow of life and what's presenting. And we turn it over to the universe, and the universe is the manager. The universe takes care of all the fine details. You couldn't possibly orchestrate everything as beautifully as the universe does. It is a power far beyond that, supersedes any sort of material, man-made construct, rules, regulations, what is achievable and believable. It can do anything outside of those parameters. And so again, you just turn it over to them, and they will see to it and take care of it that, you know, as long as you don't have that resistance, which is why it's important that you're in this hanged man energy, even though you're feeling a little bit more at a loss or unsure of how to move forward and confused, you're still surrendering, which is the release of resistance, which allows you to be in that flow state, again, for the universe to carry you forward into this new beginning, symbolized by the Fool as well as the Ace of Pentacles. It's a grounded, stable new beginning. There's great potential for you in terms of really, it feels like turning a new leaf and having a new life. It's a great energy to be in. Again, you're where you need to be. I think it's important that you know that you are in line with this spiritual kind of plan right now. And there's really a lot of wonderful things to look forward to, which we'll get into, of course. We have the new moon and as well the last quarter moon in Virgo. Virgos are all about being detail oriented. They can sometimes come across as very meticulous and almost, and I say this as somebody who's familiar, OCD-like very, very, what is the word? Like almost neurotic it can be. So there's just like this fine tuning and this hard sense of paying attention to detail, this extreme focus. And it does say attend to the details, but trust also that all will be well. So again, I think this is more so attend to the details for me is about you releasing that resistance and allowing yourself to be open to whatever is going to come. Attending to the details for me means more so your energy in this context. And you are freeing and opening that up, pile one, by allowing yourself to be in this state of surrender with the hanged man energy. It is important, though, as I'm hearing, for you to release some of that fear or some of that. It's not an entirely hopeless, but it's a doubtful line of thinking, quite honestly. It is what's blocking and impeding this new start or this new beginning from flowing through. You have to trust that all will be well, pile one. It is on its way to you and it is coming, and you have so much energy of divination and of spirit really coming in strong for you here today, that there are shifts on the way and that you are in the process of alchemizing, rebalancing, and recreating your life. But that is an inside job, and that begins again from the inside out, beginning with surrender, getting your vibration where it needs to be, and then allowing sort of the powers that be to sort out the details. So it's not really for you to attend to those details. Know that they're being attended to and trust that all will be well. That's kind of the message I'm getting in tandem with those two cards coming in together. It's more about you just addressing some of the finer points that you know that are presenting as problematic in your current energy field, i.e. your fear and slight bit of, I would say, apprehensive energy. So let's go ahead and take a look now. I'm loving and feeling so encouraged by that energy of new beginnings coming in for you. And I want to see exactly what that pertains to. So let's take a look and see what precisely you can look forward to in the near future here. We have any insights at all can come through related to love or career. I have cards flying all over once again. Spirit really wants to communicate strongly for you. So I'm leaving it opened up to source to present forth whatever it is you most need to know about what's shifting. We can ask specifically about love and career, but I want to just get some general ideas at this moment, what you can expect, what's going to be shifting for pile one within the next few months here. So we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Six of Cups, Beautiful. We have the Magician energy coming out for you, as well as the Knight of Cups. Gorgeous. Let's clarify these energies as well. The Wheel of Fortune, more divine intervening energy coming in for you, pile one. We have the Queen of Swords. This is the Ten of Swords. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Going to be pulling out a few of these Romance Angels Oracle cards. We have Unrequited Love and we have Wedding. Are those not polar opposite energies? That's crazy. My goodness. This also feels significant and relevant, especially to your sign. Let go of control issues. And what is shifting? What is coming for pile one in the near future? First quarter moon in Leo, be humble. New moon in Cancer, relax. Okay. Perfect. We'll start there and pull more as we need to. So the Two of Wands clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. First of all, this is the empowerment to make decisions that support your future, pile one, with, again, the assistance of the divine. So right now, again, it looked like you're in a good place in the sense that you are definitely rejecting and moving on from an energy that no longer serves you and supports you in your ascension and your expansion. But you're not yet ready for that new beginning entirely. You're on the cusp of it, but it's being blocked slightly. What you're not seeing very clearly, or what you're still a little bit hesitant about, is just the, I guess, the likeliness or probability, it feels like, of this actually happening and being what your future can entail for you. It doesn't seem as though you've had good luck, especially in your material world. It feels like, for yourself in quite a long time. This could look like jobs or house instability. Finances could be in disarray. It could just be, needing a career shift, or again, feeling just secure and empowered in your personal state of being and how you show up in the world. At any rate, this is going to be changing, but there is, again, that little bit of resistance that's still giving way in this Hanged Man energy. And it's replaced by the Magician with the Ten of Swords. This very much came through as a strong message that all confidence is going to be exploding and bursting into reality. And anything that doesn't support you, any pain, any lingering doubts, any, toxic or, I think, unsupporting cycles, again, the idea of things that no longer serve you, are going to be falling away, and you're going to be making way for this new beginning again, but feeling empowered to make that choice. It's not all going to fall into your lap. I want that to be a clear message for you as well. It's important that you understand that you will be given the impulses from Spirit when it is time to take inspired action. That time is not now. That's why you haven't felt it yet. But once you have this full release of resistance, and there's kind of like this energetic cycle shift or closing out, you're going to step into that Magician's energy, that Magician power quite quickly, and then be informed enough and feel ready to make those decisions. With the Six of Cups and the Queen of Swords, I want to get a clarifier for that as well. What is this about here? And we have the Knight of, what is that? Wands. And the Six of Swords. This is approaching things with a much more optimistic energy. So not only making decisions and choices that are going to propel you forward, but this is kind of getting out of your headspace where you've previously been a little bit more judgmental or critical and heavily discerning about what moves to make, very much, again, staying in that kind of cerebral mental frame of mind versus feeling into the energy of the situation. This is saying that you're going to be approaching things with a renewed sense of enthusiasm, moving forward in a way that feels right to you, because you're finally going to be leaning into the energy of emotion and having that emotional balance, having that sort of connection with Spirit, that intuitive sense, which is going to be coming through during this time, as I'm seeing again with that Wheel of Fortune energy, the energy of the divine sort of intervening, coming in to shift that cycle for you, bring about change, turn that wheel. There's going to be a really fortuitous time where you're going to feel powerful and strong and just, again, inspired to make those changes. But when I see the Six of Cups, it's often an energy to me that, of course, we associate with children in the tarot. But children are they're the closest beings that are incarnated to spirit in terms of how they embody their energy, how they approach life, because they haven't been here as long. They haven't been tainted by life, if you will. So with that, the energy of children is very lighthearted, very optimistic, not naive necessarily, but again, it's positive, it's encouraging, it's radiant, it's a renewed sense of faith restored. And that's what it's feeling like to me, is that you're going to be able to move forward in an energy that is more supportive of expansion and growth, because you will have released this fear of conditioning due to those past energies that you're currently grappling with and moving beyond. And instead, you're going to be feeling inspired and supported, and again, able and comfortable to lean more into that intuitive and emotional energy that, again, supports this magician-like shift of you moving beyond those cycles once and for all and having this new beginning. With the Knight of Cups, with the Page of Pentacles, this is some type of an offer. This is very, very strong. We have unrequited love here, and it also came in with wedding. So there is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And then this situation involves marriage. We also have let go of control issues as well. If there is some element of a relationship or a soul-based connection, something love-related that you have previously rejected, or that's, rejected you, if you will, what's important to know is that at present, it feels like it's unrequited, or perhaps, again, that's the energy that you're currently sitting in, feeling like you're not able to receive love, you're wanting it. Six of Cups can be about reunions and reconnections as well. But what it's telling me is that there's like this polar opposite energy of, on one hand, feeling like love is not going to find you, you're not going to be successful in love, you're not able to ground that energy enough with any partners you get involved with in order for it to propel and move forward enough into a committed, actual, stable relationship or union. But then we also have very much union energies presenting with this wedding card. So I do think that that's something that'll be shifting as well, but we'll get more detail on that in just a moment, because I want to see exactly what that has to do with. But in the meantime, let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. And again, I think that's very much what you're in the process of doing. Even though you're not yet ready for this new beginning, pile one, the act again of surrender with that Hanged Man energy, which is also about enlightenment. It's coming to truths and realizations in this state of sort of induced solitude and spiritual surrender. It allows you to have all of those insights and those divine sort of hits, intuitive hits from source to come through for you. It allows you to let the situation unfold naturally, because you are releasing that egoic sense of control and that need to know everything or be at the forefront of whatever is orchestrating and happening for you. Instead, you can again turn it over to the manager and allow yourself to just be, gently moved forward as that wheel turns. Source is going to take care of this for you, and it's going to again prompt you, and you're going to feel that almost viscerally, a very strong feeling or sensation when it's time to act. We have the first quarter moon in Leo, so more fire energy for you as well as water energy. So again, polar opposite. Interesting. First quarter moon in Leo with Be Humble. That's a card for me that always represents the idea of being in appreciation mode. So being thankful and being in that state of gratitude or thankfulness about where you're presently sitting. Again, that's what allows the situation or the energy, that vibration of thankfulness allows things to evolve and change and shift. When you have this idea and this energy you're embodying that's abundant, that feels positive and appreciative and, again, thankful, it allows more of that similar energy with like attracts like to flow through to you. New moon in Cancer, relax. Again, releasing control. So what you can look forward to in the future, pile one, is just a release of this energy, of this need to know, this need to act always, feeling like you're not doing what you need to be doing, feeling unsure and confused. Coming in with this energy too is a little bit of, I said, doubtfulness. And I think a reason why that may be is because of the fact that you feel like there is something that you're supposed to be actively doing at every moment. It's okay, because it's a strong, strong trait of Aries energy. Again, you guys are I believe you're the ram. Are you the ram? No, you're the goat, I believe. either way, a very headstrong energy, one that is usually, again, fire signs also are very big go-getters. They're very action oriented. It's a very strong energy of doing. And I think it's a little bit uncomfortable for you, rather, pile one, to accept and embrace even the idea that you don't have to actively be doing something at every moment, and that things can still shift and turn positively or in a good direction for you. So let's go ahead and look into some love energy specifically. I think that's important. And let's also take a look at what's going to be happening with this new beginning in general. So with this Fool energy supported by the Ace of Pentacles, what is that about, Spirit? We want to find out what that new beginning is specifically. So the Nine of Cups, it's fulfillment, it's happiness, it's independence and self-assurance. With that 9 energy, again, supportive of the Hermit, tying back to that idea of isolation, introspection. This is all about somebody coming into their power. We also have the Queen of Cups, leaning into that intuitive state of being, again, being emotionally receptive, being receptive to spirit energy. The King of Swords, so someone who's also astute, who's viewing things in a more balanced way between emotion and mind. I look at the King, from the Queen to the King of Swords, as an upgrade of sorts, because we have, you know, this Queen energy who can be, you know, quite honestly, a little bit cold, a little bit judgmental and critical is how that came through for me. But the King is going to be the most well-balanced of his suit. So with this King of Swords energy presenting, this looks like it's just more balanced, okay? So it's a more, there's a logical element to it, but it's a more balanced and clear-minded feels. And it's, again, being supported by your intuition on how you can achieve your goals. But whatever you're wanting to achieve most, looks like you may even be, with this Two of Pentacles energy, in the midst of making decisions about something in particular, whether to stay or go, whether to do this or do that. Again, I'm hearing you're going to get the divine inspiration on which way to go with that, but it's going to be whatever's calling to your soul and your heart most. Whatever that is that you're actively wanting is what's going to be coming to you. And it does appear to be related to love. We have the Lovers coming out for the Two of Pentacles. So let's get some more detail on that specifically. What is coming in regards to love for Aries? What is happening here for pile one? We have the Seven of Wands. No, yes, Seven of Wands. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands. And we have the 5, 6, we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so this is the idea of options, first and foremost. This is, again, related back to the idea of idealism, of dreams, fantasies, becoming reality, really just being able to manifest whatever it is that you are wanting, pile one. With this energy of the Seven of Wands, where there is resistance presently in your love life, and possibly disappointment as well with this Five of Cups energy. Again, as I said earlier in the reading, there could be some element of unrequited love here. Obviously, that references back to some sort of love-related situation not presenting and working out, some sort of connection you were in. Perhaps this is what you've rejected in the current energy, and moving forward from it and moving on to something that's going to be more emotionally rewarding and fulfilling. Possibly also, again, tied into some more material stability as well, or a new venture pertaining to career. It looks like there's a tie into that. So as part of you kind of gaining up the strength and the courage and the inspiration to act in other areas of your life, this is also what's going to allow you to step out of the energy of disappointment and loss, which creates a resistance and doesn't allow things to flow in your favor when it comes to love. We very much see that changing. We go from the Seven to the Eight of Wands, which is a beautiful exchange of energy, an ascension of energy, if you will. Or I should say a progression. We go from the Seven, which is resistant, to the Eight of Wands, which is fast forward momentum, swiftness, events and energy moving, you know, very passionately, very quickly, and in a very good direction. When it comes to Seven of Cups, again, the energy of, you know, just dreams becoming reality. It just looks like there's going to be choices here for you. Again, that's also coming up just underneath the Lovers, which can be about a choice, having options, having the potential, maybe getting yourself back out there and dating, but for sure having more loving energy flow in for you within the next few months, and from multiple directions. It feels like, again, having this element, this idea of choice. What else is coming for love for pile one? Again, with all of these cards flying all over the place, What is coming for pile 1? Aries pile 1, what is coming for you? Pay attention to the red flag. So this is a greater sense of discernment when it comes to all of these choices and options you'll be presented with. Reconciliation. For some of you, there could be someone from your past returning. And if not, I think this is reconciliation once again with the idea within yourself that you are not able to manifest the love that you're wanting. It's kind of coming to terms and to peace with that and allowing you to, as we see right here, attract in what you're wanting most, pile 1, which is a very balanced, well-rounded, and reciprocal love. And I want to get some Oracle of the Roses energy for this love connection situation. What is coming for pile 1? We have the Artist. So the idea of creation. Beautiful. All right, apologize for the interruption, pile 1. I got an important phone call. But at any rate, where were we? So we have the Artist here, which is again about creation. It's about things developing and there being a vast potential or ability for there to be something really beautiful created here. And we also have for you the Giver. So this is a card of not only giving, but receiving that beautiful energy that you send out into the world and that you try to deliver to partners and connections and to, again, others around you, that you just want reciprocated back. You have so much love to give and you just want it given back to you. This is the card that says that's going to begin to start happening for you, pile 1. So really, really beautiful energies of new beginnings, of things kind of rebalancing and realigning after you've made this, decision and choice to move forward and move on from something that really doesn't serve you and support the mission and vision, I guess, if you'd like to say, about what you want for your life going forward. Let's go ahead and just get some final guidance for you on what you can best do to support your expansion and growth in line with these energies. Guidance for pile 1, please. Guidance for pile 1. So we have last quarter moon in Cancer. Take a breather. More Cancerian energy coming out for you. Last quarter moon in Pisces. Talk less and feel more. So lots of water energy. And then some earth energy here with first quarter moon in Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self. Again, keep that big, beautiful heart open, pile 1, which is something that you already do so much of in giving of yourself to others. The take a breather card relating back to the idea of relaxing, of releasing the need for control, talk less and feel more, lean into that intuitive sense that you have so strongly with that Queen of Cups energy that presented out for you. Again, even in the energy you're presently sitting in with the Hanged Man. Tapping deeply and connecting to source and allowing that to be your guide as you navigate through sort of maybe these murky waters presently. Move out of this energy entirely. You're in the middle of a cycle shift. So what's important is to just feel your way through that and allow yourself to be moved to the other side. Again, releasing that resistance, any lingering doubt or fear associated with the fact that you know you can have this new beginning, and just trusting that it is coming for you and it's going to be coming in quickly. And let's, I wasn't even going to use this deck today, but I feel like it's important that we do. So from the Guiding Light Oracle deck, get some final guidance from them as well. Financial freedom. You may be feeling trapped in regards to the amount of money that is currently flowing into your life. So again, that idea referencing back to material stability, career focus, and fulfillment, propelling you forward in your physical life. We have the blame game. It's time to take ownership of the life you are creating. And I do think that's what you're doing, pile 1. And again, you're moving beyond energies that don't serve you, instead of staying in those same situations and sort of blaming all of the circumstances instead of where the problem really lies, and that's in your energy, where you're devoting your energy and what you're allowing to affect your energy as you're in this process of manifesting. And then we have Shining Star. It is time for you to take front and center stage. So, You know, you are a rising star, pile one. I think you have a lot to look forward to in your life, both being more noticed in love and also moving forward in career, perhaps, you know, actually stepping more into public view or ascending in some type of degree of, it's feeling like, you know, recognition of victory, of success. There's more of that indicated for you as well. So focus on those areas of your life that are going well. Sort of release the control surrounding also the concept of money and maybe things not fully flowing in divine order for you presently. Again, they're in the process of working themselves out for you. You have to just fully release what you are doing, not place any blame anywhere else. It's time to take full ownership of your feelings, of your energy, where you have been devoting your energy. Again, pay attention to those red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And I do think, again, you've had that awareness, that perspective shift. And so now it's just all about being totally in flow and allowing the universe to guide you towards this beautiful energy of the shining star where I think you're headed. So pile one, I still hope you've enjoyed this reading today. I loved connecting with you. I love doing these zodiac readings. So hopefully it's been of help to you and that you've enjoyed it. And if you have, feel free to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I have a full playlist of pick a cards for zodiac based readings. I of course only have a few videos as I've just begun this as of, I believe, February. My channel is relatively new. I began in January and I started these readings not long after. But I also have tons of playlists that you can feel free to peruse of just standard pick a card readings, all love focused and meant to promote healing, high vibrational living, really important concepts related to personal soul ascension and growth. I'd love to have you as a subscriber as well if you haven't already done so. Your support means so, so much. And until next time, pile one, I hope you take great care. Bye-bye. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your reading. You chose this beautiful piece of howlite and the Lucine Tarot Midnight Edition today. These beautiful black and white vibes and these copper edges are gorgeous. This is, as the title implies, a reading for Aries energy, which we'll be taking a look at today. Aries, of course, runs from March 21st through and including April 19th. So we're about, 3/4 of the way, I would say, or halfway through Aries season. However, just trust that you're finding this reading at whatever time it is meant for you most to hear and receive these messages from Source. And I am so honored to connect with you here today for this reading. I do currently pick a card readings for zodiac-based energy only during the season in which we find ourselves for that particular sign. So that's kind of my foray of how I can branch out into zodiac readings to gauge people's reception and just get comfortable with the energy of reading for zodiac signs, being that I'm a new channel. And then we'll see how things go after I've done this for about a full year and have a calendar of 12 pick a card readings available for each of the signs here. But as I also stated in my intro, in case you skipped that portion of the video, it's really important for me to have the element of choice. So you guys have chosen this beautiful deck, pile two today, Aries. We're going to take a look at what is presently going on in your energy field, what you're currently dealing with, and then what you can expect or hope for, what could be shifting in the near future for you, either during this Aries season or in the next few months, whenever, again, you are finding it. And we're going to get some guidance for you as well. We'll specifically take a look at life in general, but also career or finances, as well as love energy. And before we get started, because these readings could potentially bring forth some insights that could be triggering, we just want to go ahead and get ourselves into the best energy possible to support fully integrating the messages that come through in the reading. So set your intention now that you are open to receiving whatever insights present and come through from Source for you today. Perfect time to do that while I go ahead and shuffle here and prepare. And also go ahead while you're doing so and select a sign if that calls to you to do so. That can be anything at all which is of significance to you. Just helps to affirm the messages that you are receiving, that you can take them in as true. And it also helps to just create a really loving, trusting, comforting relationship to Source. Because when we ask and it is given, which it always is, it just feels so magical and special every single time. When you select a sign, not only will you see it usually come up in the actual reading that you're watching here today, but it will also present itself in other areas of your life as well. So that's always super fun, and that's why we encourage viewers to select a sign. So pile 2, we're going to start with the tarot. We're going to get lots of oracle, as I said, beginning with, what energy are you presently sitting in? What is currently going on for Aries? Pile 2 here. We have the King of Pentacles. Okay. The Fool. I love these cards so much. They show up on camera so beautifully and perfect. The Six of Pentacles. I say you're in a really good place financially. Pile 2. We have the Emperor. These are really stable, secure energies. Let's pull one more just for good measure. We have the Space. Why not? And we have the Lovers. So yeah, feeling empowered, being in a state of decision making, of just feeling secure and feeling secure and feeling inspired, I guess is the word to move forward. We have the Five of Pentacles here for the King of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups. So funny, that card actually fell out for this row, and I put it back because I didn't know if it was meant to come out, but every time we put it back and it comes out again, it always will if it's meant to. I love that. Eight of Swords for the Six of Pentacles. The Page of Swords for the Emperor. This is quite interesting how this has shifted from this clarifying row here, and we have the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. We'll get some oracle to figure this out. Underlying energy that supports the entirety of the reading overall is the Four of Swords. So being in a state of, I would say, inactivity and rest, reflection, taking time for self. From the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards here. This is just, okay, there we go. It's a little straighter. Here we are. Okay, for pile 2, find full moon in Libra, excuse me, find a balance. And last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. And I need to get specific energy. I want to know what is going on here between this first and second row. The Sensualist. And one more. The Child. Okay, pile 2. Give me a moment. Nothing is immediately coming through, which is fine. I just want to take a second to really lean into these energies and get a feel for the storyline of what's presenting. I'm going to start over here. The full moon in Libra. Libra energy, obviously related back to justice, the idea of fairness, and it says in truth right here, find a balance. There is a need for you to take back a bit of your energy. It's feeling like reveal what needs to be seen. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. Scorpionic energy is also very secretive, very withdrawn, often do not reveal much of themselves. And with this Four of Swords energy, this is striking me as, again, somebody who's kind of leaning more into their own independence, sort of taking a step back from giving to others. In fact, we see that central to the spread here with this Six of Pentacles energy, the energy of reciprocity and even energy exchanges, clarified by the Eight of Swords. you not giving so much of your energy away or your power away, it also feels like, to others. It does seem like that's something that has been occurring in recent time for you. As I stated, you're a very abundant person, and you were or are possibly still sitting in an energy of someone who is very, very abundant and prosperous, secure and grounded in your material world. But there was something that was kind of detracting away from that and sort of messing with the vibration of your energy. And it's caused you to take a step back and to reflect. Again, you're in this stage currently of introspection, of taking rest, of just, again, reining back in your energy. And I think you're preparing to sort of go in a new direction. It looks like, at least as it regards to love, if not in general in life. There's something on offer here, or something that you are potentially looking to begin, a new endeavor of sorts. That energy is also in flux currently. So what I'm seeing with the Emperor here, clarified rather by the Page of Swords, the Emperor, again, an energy of stability and of groundedness and of having sort of this divine power, of course, being the divine masculine energy, the yang energy of inspired action and just beautiful, again, beautiful grounding energy of support, of encouragement, of feeling secure. It's clarified by the Page of Swords, which is actually somebody who feels very on guard, very defensive. So again, this idea, this relevance back to this King of Pentacles row with the Five of Pentacles, it's looking like your stability has been recently impacted by either a series of events, a particular person, some news that has come in, something has sort of rattled you or thrown you off course a little bit from this otherwise very abundant sort of energy that you often embody. You're now coming to a point, again, where you're in a state of inactivity as you plan and prepare to take steps forward on a new course, and make some decisions, it's looking like, as well, on how you can best, it looks like, entertain the offers that are for you. There's two references to offers here. There could be something actually physically coming in for you in your material world, or if nothing else, it's what you want to offer to the world. I think that you're in the process of creativity, of kind of, again, grounding and solidifying some of your plans and goals, your ideals. And again, with this Fool energy coming up over the Knight of Cups, this is about, again, what you want to put out there, what offers you're willing to entertain, what emotional, cup here of creativity and of passion and of care. The energy of the suit of cups, is one that is very obviously emotive, but it's very nurturing and caring, very loving, very supportive. It's feeling like that's sort of your embodiment all the time, pile two. As a sensualist here, I'm not reading this very sexual. In fact, it is a very sexual card. However, I'm reading it with the Child here as a more innocent energy of one who just wants to care for others, who wants to make an impact and a difference in the world, who wants to really show up in a very, again, stable and secure way, but that's also providing a very altruistic element, one that supports your ascension, makes you feel like, again, you're showing up with purposefulness and contentment at the soul level, it feels like, and also, again, supporting others in the collective, supporting others out in the world with the efforts that you're bringing forth. So this is feeling either, it's definitely leaning more towards career or life focused for me, but we'll see what else comes through. So right now you're in a state of, again, withdrawing your energy, or sort of halting any plans that you're making, sort of redeciding, reconfiguring what's going on for you, how you can best show up and really make your vision and your dreams come true, how you can have, this beautiful energy that you embody of, again, care, of nurturing, of the desire to, also with the sensualist, I think of the idea of just being in love with life itself, how you can get that passion back again and really go forward in a way that supports that expansion, that ability to recognize and realize your dreams in a big way, and also to regain your sense of stability. Again, I want to be clear, I don't think anything's actually happened to impact you at a physical, real world level. This feels more like the energy of abundance, the mindset of abundance that you once carried and felt so secure in has been slightly compromised. Let's go ahead and get some more energy from the tarot of what is going on. I want to know what else. What else do we need to know about the energies of what's taking place for pile two? We have the Ten of Cups coming out with the Seven of Pentacles. the Eight of Pentacles. So definitely work and career related here coming through for you, pile 2. And the King of Cups. Again, this is the energy of emotional care, of passion, of the desire to support others. You know, you want that happiness and fulfillment within. But I do think it's been a long time coming. You've really put in a lot of investment. Perhaps there was going to be a return on investment a little bit. There was going to be something really big that was presenting, that was going to come forward for you, that fell through. Again, the reference to offers, multiple offers, or multiple, options and choices that you could have taken not materializing. It's causing you to just focus more intently, and that's perfectly fine. You know, that's wonderful. It's important to also still lean into our intuitive and emotional selves and feel our way through a situation and not be so stuck on just the practical, in a very pragmatic fashion of being driven to work hard to achieve your goals, which I think is a natural inclination for Aries energy. Being a fire sign is all about doing. That was a strong theme. There's a few connections to pile 1 here, but pile 1 was very much focused on, again, this also idea of surrender. They had a little bit more fear and just some other resistance taking place, which I don't feel that you have. This is a different scenario in that regard. But where the energy is tied in and similar is this idea of, you know, feeling the need to do something, that you're not doing anything. Like, what is it that I should be doing? What should I be working towards? What activity do I need to be engaged in to support my goals? And that really, truly, the message here, pile 2, is that isn't how you achieve your dreams, quite honestly. So if you want to know the full story about that, I invite you to watch pile 1. There's a message in there about how it's important to just turn it over to the manager, i.e. being source. Get your vibration in a good place. That's why it's so important for you to maintain or regain this sense of stability and abundance that you were feeling so prominently, because that alone, that energy, that vibrational sort of frequency that you operate at is what allows the abundance to flow in, not anything that you're specifically doing. Not alone. Okay, clarifying these energies, we have the 9 of Cups. So yeah, you know, just wanting fulfillment, wanting happiness, and for you to achieve your dreams. And I think you have a lot of goals and aspirations. There's a very strong desire to have this new beginning, or to turn a new leaf, to have the next step, the next chapter in your story that you've been working towards, that you've been investing in long term. And it feels like you're ready for that, and at the same time it's not materializing, and it's caused some disappointment and some loss here with the 3 of Swords. It doesn't have to be that dramatic of an energy, but it's definitely the energy of emotional disappointment, or it's a little bit painful, you know, that things are not moving in the direction right now that you want them to. And we also have the 7 of Cups with the King of Cups. So this is just you kind of being, quite honestly, it feels like a little bit all over the place with your emotions, wondering and deciding, which way do I devote my focus? What is it that I'm supposed to be doing? Again, this idea of reverting back to, what should I be doing? Where should I be focusing my efforts? The message is really strong. Allow that inspiration to just come and flow to you, pile 2. You don't have to sit here and even think about it so much. Just allow it to flow, allow it to come in as Spirit is going to divine that for you. It's just important for you to kind of sit back. Again, in this energy of stillness here, of rest, of just focus on rest and rejuvenation and restoring energy reserves, it feels like, with that 4 of Swords. Let's go ahead and see now. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and see now what is shifting for you. What is coming in the near future? That's what we want to know most. What is coming for pile 2 in the near future? What can they look forward to and expect? Transmute, beautiful energy, letting go of all of this stuff that's kind of been messing with your vibration. We have the Chariot here, an energy strongly Cancerian, also about moving forward, about, you know, being on the divine path here. We have the 4 of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Pentacles, clarifying the 7 of Swords. So yeah, letting go of it. It's feeling like the monkey mind. All of these swords are just kind of intersecting each other, sort of clouding and crowding that sword of truth, that singular sword in the center there. And it's also kind of coming over these 2 mirrored images that are reminding me of crescent moons in the sign of intuition. Just clearing out all of that clutter, that clouded thinking, confusion, if so, transmuting all of that, again, murky energy, just being divinely guided forward. You have the King of Swords, yeah, having clarity, seeing things with a new perspective, and just having the clarity of mind to move forward as well. The High Priestess here with the Four of Pentacles. So that right now represents where you're kind of currently sitting and where you're headed at the same time, which affirms that you're on the right path. We have the Four of Swords and also the Four of Pentacles, both energies about grounding, about stability. We also had strongly the energy of the Emperor coming through, another number 4, the divine number 4, if you will. And this to me gives me the sensation, you know, the indication of taking a step back to reflect and just, like, again, really grounding the energy and allowing those divine insights to flow through. With the High Priestess energy, a very intuitive card in this deck, that's leaning into spirit and really, again, divining your way through it. Leaning on intuitive impression, leaning on your emotional body, not being so stuck only in your head or focused on, again, the really weird energies that you've been dealing with lately that have kind of thrown you off course, thrown you off your game. This is a regaining of stability, both in mind and body, the inspiration to go forward, clearing out the clutter, feeling clear, having that clarity and awareness. And what is this here? The Knight of Pentacles with the World. So yeah, working towards that just beautiful, happy ending that you know you can achieve. There's a huge, huge dream or vision that you have, pile 2, and I think you can see it so clearly in your mind. And that's kind of where that King of Cups and that Seven of Cups energy came and presented forth as well, with this idea of just having these big, strong emotions and this just joy and happiness at the pure thought of all of these plans and ideas and options and dreams that are swimming around in your head. At the same time, though, again, it's important to not get so caught up in the finer details and planning out every aspect of what it is that you're hoping to achieve, and just to be open to however it's going to present for you. I do think it's beautiful, whatever it is, but you know, it's important to just have that clarity of mind and sort of get in line with exactly what it is, but then be open to spirit to bring it forth for you in whatever way that's going to present in your physical life, I guess is the message. What else is coming for pile 2 in the near future? The Advocate and the Seeker. So yeah, 2 big energies once again of supporting your higher vision and goals, seeking out what you are so desiring with this big, again, it just feels like such a huge dream of yours that you can't wait to have manifest. Approaching it in a more diplomatic way, almost to a point, is what I'm getting, but also with the Advocate in a more balanced and supported way. So just releasing the energy, I guess the only resistance I'm really feeling here is the energy of just expectation. It's important to just not be so specific and fine-tuned in the details, again, because it just doesn't leave much room then for spirit to come in and surprise you and delight you and give you everything that you want and more. You're kind of boxing yourself in and really holding yourself back. What is coming in for pile 2? What is shifting for pile 2 in the near future? Full moon in Gemini. Embrace the flow of life. That's what I said, you know, flowing with how things are going to present and not being so caught up in the details. And full moon in Scorpio, breathing through the tension, releasing any element of control as well, which is what that feels like when we're very expectant, which is also another theme of pile 1. And it's a very common energy, again, for Aries individuals, is this idea of needing to control or exert force or assertion in the physical world in the form of action and doing in order to achieve your goals. This is about releasing and breathing through that tension and just, again, allowing yourself to be fully open to spirit, to flow with life, and to embrace whatever is going to present for you. So let's go ahead and take a look now at what we can expect in terms of love. That's always fun, right? That's a wonderful portion of any reading. I love those as well. So let's see what's coming in love for you. I want to get some more information for pile 2 on what is coming in regards to love. So we have quite a few coming out on the table. We have Death. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and that feels like that should be taken reversed. We also have the Magician in reverse, and the Sun. Okay. And from the Romance Angels Oracle, what can pile 2 expect in love? Aries pile 2. Playfulness. Unrequited love. Don't worry about that energy. Past life relationship. And new love. So why you don't need to worry about this unrequited love is exactly why new love came out. Because there is going to be the potential and the option for a new love to present. So when I see the death energy coming out, that actually quite honestly made me first and foremost think of a certain love dying away perhaps, or being reborn into something new, but more importantly, better. Again, it's really important to breathe through that tension as indicated in the full moon and Scorpio card. I'm sorry, that is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Hopefully you got a kick out of that too. At any rate, playfulness. You need to embody that energy. Lighten up a little bit. Release the tension pile 2. And not be so tied to the expectation of a certain outcome, including with a particular person. We have the 10 of Pentacles here. What is shifting for you is just total emotional, material, all around, well-rounded fulfillment and happiness. And so you can expect that at some point in time, at least, you know, just keep it broad and open, but you can at least assume that the potential is there, and it's looking like things are shifting for you to have this degree of really, again, strong fulfillment, contentment, and happiness in love. I don't think it necessarily is going to be with any particular partner at first. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse as well as the Magician, which for me, Charlotte at Happy Twins calls this the dick stick. This is a sexual energy here in reverse, which kind of inclines me to believe that this is not going to be a very passionate or sexy time for you necessarily when it comes to love. But it's about, again, slowing things down with the Magician in reverse. This is kind of letting go of the control, of taking yourself out of the driver's seat and allowing whatever is going to present and shift, embracing that flow of life to kind of come forward for you and just being happy. It just looks like happiness is indicated with the sun here. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Again, playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So keeping things light, again, the energy of the sun, keeping yourself open, not being so tied to this energy of whatever this is, perhaps a person who just hasn't been able to show up for you in the way they've needed to. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I would affirm this message, but also adjust it to say there's perhaps not enough sustainability in the energy at present to support this relationship going or continuing on its current trajectory. That's okay, because even though, you know, this energy isn't supportive of an actual union, you do have a soul-based connection that is going to be coming in for you, or that's going to be very significant to your life, pile 2, and the energy for new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. That's definitely what you can eventually look forward to. And in the meantime, again, the energy of just the supportive energy, it feels, of new love in terms of a renewed sense of love with life, of openness, of just freedom, feeling free and unencumbered, unburdened. Again, I'm guided to say it's not going to come with any one particular person necessarily, or not who you're expecting, but it's definitely going to bring a lot of happiness for you. It's going to feel really, really good and different, you know, than perhaps what you've been experiencing or expecting in recent time. What else can pile 2 expect in love in the next few months? We have the Alchemist. This is one of 2 Alchemist cards in this deck. I thought you got the first Alchemist card, but that was pile 1. And there's definite syncs here, so that's interesting. So we got the Alchemist coming out for you. And the Outsider. I actually want to read this out of the book. I feel really guided to do that for you. So the Alchemist, again, the idea of balance, of rebalance, of creation, and of just bringing forth a beautiful new energy when it comes to love. I really think that that's on the horizon for you, pile 2. But then we have this Outsider card, which kind of is intuitively making me think once again that it's going to be this new love energy and not what you're currently thinking. So let's go ahead and read for the Outsider what this particular energy pertains to, straight from the Creator's words. We have, going against the flow could be a helpful way to gain additional insights. Often we can break up negative patterns and influences by ceasing to try and work it out, and by creating a new path with our own set plans. Energies surrounding new ideas, opportunities, and even windfalls are present. Windfall makes me think of the idea of, again, like a really quick shift and somebody coming in that was very unexpected. When it says going against the flow, I don't really like that wording. However, it's just sort of like going against what you've been expecting or what you've been currently doing, pile 2. So again, if you've been really set on one particular way that things have to be in your life or one particular person, it's time to abandon that logic and that thinking. Again, often we can break up negative patterns and influences by ceasing to try and work it out, just creating a new path with new set plans. The outsider does risk loneliness when placed within groups that already have established codes, but they are the great disruptors and inventors that often create change for the better and help others become inspired to do the same. It represents alternatives, rebellion, change, independence, and invention. And it's associated with the sign of Aquarius, which Aquarians are all about doing what's different and unique. And again, it just is giving me reference that what you can expect in the future for you in regards to love, pile 2, is most likely a new person. Again, as it said, an alternative. So beautiful, beautiful energies for you. Very encouraging, pile 2. Let's close things off with some guidance for you on how you can best move through these energies, support your ascension and growth. What guidance do we need for pile 2, please? Your card, new moon in Aries, go for it. First quarter moon in Taurus, release control. So that comes out for you as well. That was a similar message echoed in pile 1. We have last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself. Yeah. And attend to the details, last quarter moon in Virgo. Again, a reference back to pile 1. So we have go for it, the energy of Aries, of being driven, of being inspired. I want to not confuse you though. This is not, again, to step out of this energy of sort of surrender and reflection right now, but this is being guided at the right time to pursue life with that renewed sense of radiancy, of positivity, and just really, you know, with this be proud of yourself card, to me, that's embracing life, again, embracing the flow of life and going with, you know, restoring your abundant self, restoring that beautiful personality, that sunshiny personality that you often embody, and just being content with how things are in life at the present moment and in the future. That's the best way you can move through the energies that you're not really loving and get towards the ones that you are going to love a bit more. Release control, first quarter moon in Taurus, which is an earth energy. Breathe through the tension and release control. It's really, really important for you to open yourself up a little bit more to spirit and just be that conduit, you know, put yourself in that receiving mode, like I stated in the beginning of the reading for this message here. You want to do that in general and setting your intentions throughout your day, in life in general. You want to be open to receiving whatever is meant for you, whatever is going to be for your highest good, whatever is going to bless you beyond measure. You want to be open and ready for that. Last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. I really think that the details here is as a similar message to pile 1. It's just all about allowing the universe actually to attend to those details. Release the control and allow the universe to have your back and to show you, to surprise and delight you and help you to see that it can achieve anything. It can orchestrate whatever in your favor. And you really don't have to have, again, this really driven attitude at all times, as much as it says go for it. That's just in the energy of embracing what is. But in terms of the physical action, the needing to be concerned about every minute detail, again, the architecture of a plan is not for you to worry about, pile 2. It's up to the universe. You turn it over to the manager and you will see how things will shift and evolve for you quite quickly. I love this new love energy that's presenting for you. I think that's super exciting. Let's get some final guidance also from the Guiding Light Oracle. Heart of Compassion, 51, the energy reducing down to number 6 of unconditional love. There are many people around you now who benefit from your loving, compassionate heart. Exactly. Unleash your kindness. Be proud of yourself. Unleash your kindest self. I believe that came out for you. If not, I feel called to tell you. Rise above. You will gain clarity on this current situation when you can see it from a higher perspective. And I do think that's what you're doing right now, pile 2, especially with that 4 of Swords energy. Align with your wholeness. You are not your illness, symptoms, or habits. You, the person, are always whole and perfect. And hardened heart. Don't allow this situation to make you bitter, cold, and aloof. So the heart of compassion, you are such a radiant spirit, a deeply compassionate feeling person, as that came through in the beginning, very nurturing. You have a strong desire to support others in the world, to help others, to heal others, to just, again, extend that beautiful energy, that loving, compassionate heart that you possess towards the collective. So don't allow this situation or anything else presently happening in your life to derail you for too long. Don't allow it to harden your heart, pile 2. You're a really beautiful person, a beautiful spirit, a gorgeous soul, as I like to say. You need to rise above the energy of the challenges you're currently facing. You will gain clarity on this current situation when you can see it from a higher perspective. And I do believe that that is also what this go for it energy relates to. You're going to feel more inspired. You're going to feel more, again, alive and ready to take on new challenges, see things from a higher perspective, a new perspective, one that's going to leave you just inspired and eager and open. Again, just no resistance at all. Align with your wholeness. You are not any of what is happening to you right now. Anything that is sort of, again, kind of come in under the radar and stolen part of your energy, lowered your vibration. You are completely whole and perfect, pile 2. And you're going to see, as long as you can align with the energies that support this expansion of what is shifting, release that control, embrace the flow of life, breathe through that tension, allow any of this that's kind of been mucking the waters to be completely let go. Things are really, really going to turn around for you. I really, really feel that. You have a strong, strong heart and beautiful, big energy, and that's going to propel you forward. So pile 2, I so hope you've enjoyed that reading and that it's been of help to you. If you have enjoyed the reading, I have a playlist with other Zodiac pick a card readings, as well as general playlists that you can peruse that are full of love-focused readings based on healing, high vibrational energy, all sorts of good things. And if you haven't already decided to subscribe, I would love if you would choose to do so. It means so much, and I'd be so honored. I appreciate connecting with you as always, and hope to see you again in another video. Until then, pile 2, I hope you take great care. Bye-bye. Hey, pile 3, welcome to your reading, Aries energy coming out today to play. I'm so excited to do these Zodiac-based readings, as I indicated in the beginning intro, in case you did skip that. We are doing the readings during the particular season that the Zodiac sign is presenting right now. So it is Aries season. You are pile 3. You've chosen this gorgeous strawberry quartz heart, which is a new piece here at Aeipathy. And the gorgeous Tarot of Curious Creatures today. And we are going to be taking a look at Aries energy. It's timeless. Whatever moment in time you are connecting with me here and finding this video, trust that the messages within are meant for you and will resonate to your current energy that you're experiencing. I say that it is posted during, obviously, Aries season, which is March 21st through April 19th, but this could be any time of the year that you are coming upon this reading. And if you are, trust that you're meant to be here. So happy to have you. And we are going to be taking a look first and foremost at the energy of Aries, what is currently presenting for you. Aries, obviously, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. You can be a cross watcher for your person as well. We're going to just take a look at the present energy surrounding either yourself or your Aries person of interest, what is currently going on for them or yourself, and then what you can be expecting in the near future in terms of any shifts and changes. We'll get lots of oracle cards out for you, including guidance at the very end, beginning, of course, with just this beautiful tarot deck. And while I am shuffling, go ahead, and it's so, so important to set your intention before any reading at all, but especially because these readings are so open-ended, they could present a whole range of insights and messages that, you just want to make sure you're in the best energy to receive and hear. So set the intention that you are putting yourself into receiving mode and you are open to whatever Source wants to bring forth today. And as you do that as well, pile 3, also select a sign if you feel called to do so. You know the drill, selecting anything of significance to you. By doing so, it helps to anchor the messages and also affirm or reaffirm your connection, your trusting, comforting, and loving relationship with Source. They always have our back. They give whatever we ask for. And you'll notice that when you select signs to help, again, validate messages, you'll not only see them usually in the reading itself where you've asked for them specifically, but in other areas of your life as well. I just think it's so magical. Every time we actually see that, it's so great. So be sure to always select your sign for this reading, any reading that you watch. So important. All right, pile 3. Let's take a look at your current energy, or again, the energy of the person you are watching and inquiring about. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Pile 3. What energy is currently being embodied for Aries? Pile 3. We have the Two of Pentacles. When the birds are coming out to sing as I start laying your cards, it's a beautiful sign. We have the Knight of Wands. The Fool 2.0, my favorite card in this deck. The Lovers, I should say the second favorite. First in terms of meaning, second in terms of imagery. This is such a fun deck. I love it so much. So the Lovers and the Star. Clarifying these energies. I don't know if you can hear those birds singing. They're singing so loud suddenly. We have the Page of Swords. Queen of Wands. This is stepping into your power. No longer being indecisive, pile 3. Nine of Wands for the Fool. The Seven of Cups for the Lovers. And the Ten of Cups for the Star. Underlying energy that supports the entirety of the reading so far is the Queen of Pentacles. Again, stepping into power, feeling secure, grounded, ready for action, ready to move forward. What is the energy that pile 3 is currently sitting in, please? Your card, Aries, go for it. That also came out in pile 2. I love those syncs. Full Moon in Aquarius, be real. I really do think you are being real, pile 3. You're definitely seeing things with a clearer perspective, and you're approaching things, I would say, pretty measured and yet enthusiastically as well. We have the Two of Pentacles, which I feel is more the recent past for you. It's clarified by the Page of Swords. And look at how in this Two of Pentacles energy, obviously he's quite unstable. He's got 2 pentacles he's balancing in either hand, and he's also situating himself on one foot on top of what looks to be a rock of some sort, or some type of spherical object, which is just obviously creating this inherent sense of imbalance. So there has been some degree of instability in your present or recent past, again, as it relates to, it probably, is speaking to decision-making, real-world circumstances, material decisions, could be finances and career, but again, it could also just be the element of a decision or choice. I also see that echoed in the Lover's energy, clarified by the Seven of Cups, which is, of course, all about choice and options and seeing through illusion and getting to the right answer. We have the Page of Swords here clarifying that energy of indecision and sort of, again, balancing and trying to come to a degree of choice. And in this Page of Swords card, we have all of those papers just kind of swirling around this person or this bird, whatever, what have you. And just gives me the energy, the feeling of overwhelm, of everything being scattered and chaotic and all over the place, and you just not being able to ground that energy. The good news, however, is that you've really stepped into a state of empowerment. We have the new moon in Aries, go for it, and the full moon in Aquarius, be real. I think you've gotten incredibly real, pile 3, and gotten very, very, again, deliberate and intentional about what you are doing going forward, how you want to approach life. This Knight of Wands is a beautiful, passionate, and inspired energy, clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Spirit. This is a gorgeous energy to be in currently. It's one of, again, passion and drive and desire, and you're just propelled. You feel magnetized to move forward and to just, again, not linger in this energy of indecision anymore, or instability and a difficulty in making choices and balancing out your practical affairs, it feels. This is more so about taking control, taking ownership, and having command over your life circumstances. That's beautiful and so, so important, especially as we get to the center of the spread here. We have the Fool 2.0 card, and I want to show you this card because it's my favorite, and it's so poignant, the imagery. So we have the Fool 2.0 card here is depicting an individual who has a dog's head, and in the Fool card, there is actually a dog. In the Fool card for this particular deck, it is a dog that's actually already leapt off of the ledge. You could liken that to, animals and children both being very pure spirits, perhaps a bit naive, a bit ignorant, and just freely leaping off of the ledge and not having any regard for the consequences. However, the Fool 2.0 is specifically a message, as the creator Chris Ann states, wherein it talks about doing something for the first time, but something that you've technically done once before. So, for example, this can look very much like you've technically been in a relationship before and you've taken that leap, but now this is you having a renewed sense of, again, faith, of spirit, being the queen of spirit there, of enthusiasm and power and passion and drive and just courage and confidence to take that leap of faith again. Yet, because you've already done it once before, you're a bit more hesitant or a bit more, again, measured in how you're approaching this. So while I can see that you're really on the cusp of that new beginning, you know, with the Nine of Wands clarifying, this is somebody who's, you know, I don't think you're as defensive or aggressive in your current energy as would belie this card, the Nine of Wands. It does just represent the energy of someone who's a bit hesitant to act. And we can see that echoed in both of those cards there. What this concerns is obviously some type of decision or choice. Again, options, just being flooded with all of these different prospects or ways in which you could move forward. The Lovers here, clarified by the Seven of Cups, could also definitely relate to romantic energy as well. But either way, we have this beautiful, optimistic, positive reinforcement of hopefulness in the Star card. And it's also clarified by the Ten of Cups, this beautiful energy of a happy ending, of a happy family, of emotional fulfillment and contentment, and just things working in your favor. Again, the energy that kind of supported the underlying overall theme of the reading being the Queen of Pentacles, the wife card, you know, the spouse card, the person who is just completely at peace and content and abundant in their material affairs. I love that it looks like it's a cow or some cow-like creature is symbolic of that particular card, because in certain countries cows are sacred, and they are very much lucky symbols of abundance and prosperity, and just they're a blessing. And so I think that's honestly the energy that you're either stepping into. It really feels like that's already a shift that's been made for you, pile 3, and it's looking beautiful. It's looking like, again, whatever period of indecision or instability, of lack of choice, or you know, inability to make a choice, feeling overwhelmed by the element of choice and decision making, that all of that is falling by the wayside. And even though you haven't yet acted, you are feeling called to do so. And most importantly, you're feeling empowered to as well. So absolutely beautiful. I think that's pretty clear in terms of what is happening for you presently. Let's move right into what's coming for you, because this is a beautiful energy that doesn't need much clarification. So let's head right into what can we expect. What's shifting for pile 3, please? We have the Ten of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups, my actual favorite card in the entire deck. Isn't he just a dapper fellow? He's beautiful. Love him. Clarifying this energy, we have the Emperor. We have the Seven of Wands for the Page. We have Temperance for the Eight of Wands. We have the High Priestess for the Knight of Cups. And underneath, we have the Queen of Cups. And having both of those queens come out, the energy of stability, of groundedness, and of abundance. And then this also supporting energy of emotion, of intuition, of nurture and care. This is a beautiful lineup for you, pile 3. What is shifting for you is, again, stepping into power. We have this Ten of Wands energy, which is all about overwhelm. It's about struggles and obstacles. But look at how this monkey, or this person with this monkey's head, is carrying all of these sticks on their back. It's a very heavy load. They're, you know, cranked forward. Their back is, I'm sure, breaking at this point. And yet the energy of endurance and resilience is very strong here. They're still carrying that weight and pulling that weight and moving forward. It's clarified by the energy of the Emperor, that divine masculine groundedness and stability. This is, again, stepping into power and feeling capable, feeling confident, feeling assured, and feeling physically as well as mentally and emotionally strong. We have the Page of Pentacles as well, clarified by the Seven of Wands. This is being very discerning in the offers and the options that are presented to you going forward. Whereas previously in your energy, you struggled to ground your decision making, to be clear and solidified in your decisions. This is now seeing an energy of somebody who is knowing what they're worth, knowing what is of value to them and what they want most, and not settling for anything less. They want that and only that, and they're willing to wait for it and resist anything else that doesn't bring that forward for them so that they can have it. We have the Eight of Wands as well. Quick shifts and, you know, events happening with swiftness. We have it clarified by the Temperance card here. This is all about rebalancing, alchemizing. Again, this idea of achieving material as well as emotional fulfillment, as evidenced in both of these Queen cards. Abundance is going to be yours, pile 3, and I think relatively soon. This is interesting how this has kind of taken a turn, because I can't help but see this any other way other than a love offer, something that you're not yet aware of, or maybe that you feel intuitively maybe coming, and yet it hasn't actually presented yet, is on its way to you. And I'm going to get more information in regards to this. But this Knight of Cups, this little fellow is absolutely just gorgeous. He's so, so sweet. He's got a rose in his mouth. He's holding his cup of love. There's a heart dangling with a crown on it. I want to make sure you can see him super clearly. There we go. He's in that little dapper suit with the bow tie on his white horse. He just looks incredible. I love them so much, that image. Clarifying, of course, with the High Priestess, we have this energy of mysticism, of mystery, and of things not being revealed, but maybe being sensed. And I do think as part of this shift, this huge shift into abundance and into, again, alchemy and balance within your own life, resisting the things that don't support or serve you and pushing past those obstacles and regaining power, it's going to allow the energy of a beautiful offer. Could be romantic in nature. Again, we're going to get some clarity on that in just a moment, but it's going to allow this beautiful new beginning in the form of an emotional sort of achievement or success and fulfilling, satiety of, a feeling coming in. That sounded very strange. I just want to say that once again. It's going to be the energy of emotional fulfillment that's coming to you at a new level. Not sure yet what it is, but you sense it and you feel it and you know it's coming to you, and you can step into that energy now, because that is what's shifting, is you going into this Queen of Cups energy of being emotional, of being intuitively receptive, also echoed in the High Priestess card, and just being ready for what is presenting. What else is coming for pile 3, please? We already have some cards, but that was too many, so let's re-pull. We have honor your feelings, first quarter moon in Pisces, so more water energy for you. And reflect on your priorities. And I think you've already begun to do that. And it's, again, just going to be a reframing, a refocus of your perspective, pile 3. Even seeing your challenges and obstacles, I'm hearing, in a new way, not feeling so overwhelmed and burdened by them. Look at how physically strenuous in this card. And even as this monkey, the face of it is quite, it's grimaced. It's not enjoying its time carrying all that weight, certainly, but it's still doing so. And it's doing so in a way that I think is very measured and very skilled. It's moving forward as best as it can. The energy of, again, travel, of going forward on your path, of making your way, that momentum building despite the, things perhaps being a bit weighed down, just you stepping into your power. Slow and steady wins the race is what's coming to me. So the Emperor is not usually a slow energy. It can be a stubborn energy, but it just gives me this sensation of that stability and that groundedness, even the groundedness in how you carry your weights and your burdens. So that's an important message for somebody in terms of, if you are going through any kind of struggles, know that they are going to be coming to an end, and that while they are occurring, you will achieve a sense of balance and peace with it, and you will have that endurance to make it through. I want to get some more information on what else we can expect. What else is coming through for pile 3, please? This is very, very exciting. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, beautiful. The 3 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. These are really, really strong messages. We have Justice on the bottom of the deck. Again, the idea coming up over Temperance of alchemizing, of balancing, and of achieving that inner alignment and alignment within life itself as well. So on one side of the coin, we have all of this energy of kind of lack, of feeling a loss, of feeling either left out in the cold, or certainly just isolated, alone, whether that's emotionally or in your physical realm. Again, that lack mentality and needing to feel restricted, like you don't have options, or again, as you're in the process of, informing your choices and feeling more empowered to make decisions. This is the energy that you're stepping out of and shifting out of where you previously were, which was not feeling secure in your decision making, feeling a need to hang on to things perhaps that didn't serve you, and just feeling unhappy with that, not feeling empowered and secure. Stepping into the energy of the 10 of Pentacles is emotional and total world fulfillment, real world circumstances, materially speaking. It's feeling very stable. Very, very balanced, especially coming up over that Justice card. It is the happy family card, truly. It's not just emotional fulfillment. Cups are very happy, positive, emotional cards, but they're not very grounded. They're wishy-washy. They're watery. The Pentacles energy is more solid and stable and secure, and again, grounding. It affirms that there is going to be real happiness in your material realm, real stability as well. We also see here with the Three of Swords, this is the energy of emotional pain and coming into a state of harmony and balance. I do have to, just give reference to the fact that this individual is in this card alone. What normally is a couples card, it shows a, traditional Rider-Waite-Smith imagery. Traditional Four of Wands card depicts a couple that are, getting married. There's this energy of harmony, of joy, of celebrations. This is a person who's very joyous and harmonious, but they're independent. They're alone. Again, making me think that there is some element here of just independence and stability within, some confidence to take on life and to feel more secure and stable and practical in your own affairs before anything else can come in, I guess, and add to it. This sense of just eternal optimism and faith and stability and happiness within, coming from a place of just lack of pain, of really difficult emotions. To see the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles are beautiful, beautiful energies of shifting out of very limiting beliefs and very painful emotions, painful energies into a complete state of abundance and peace, and again, happiness. Let's go ahead and take a look now, specifically related to love. What is coming for pile 3 as it relates to love energy, please, Spirit? We have the Hermit, the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Cups, more independent energies, lots of nines coming out for you. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Swords. Hopefully you can still see that little strawberry beauty in the corner. You can. Good. Clarifying these energies. We have the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Swords with the King of Wands. 3 kings in a row. That's incredible. And then the King over here too. I have never ever seen this where all of the kings have come out like this. That is incredible. Ooh. From the Manifestation Oracle, Moonology Manifestation, we have New Moon in Scorpio, go deeper. And what else is coming for pile 3? Aries pile 3 in love. Last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. Hopefully we have a little bit of room here. Do we have any room? We may have a little bit. Want some Romance Angels cards. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. Oh, goodness. Pile 3, there's love definitely coming in for you. I mean, my goodness. Somebody is fired up and ready to take charge. It's interesting to note that there's a lot of independent energies, slow-moving energies, the majority of the top of this spread when we ask about what's coming in for love. I do think that things are going to be pretty quiet for you for a period of time. We do have somebody who's kind of hanging out in the background, but they're very much focused on their own spiritual journey, as are you, are being prompted to do so as well. This could be a spiritually based connection on getting all of this spiritual sort of association from the Hermit energy, this strong lamp that she's holding, which is emanating all of this illumination, this light, which symbolizes enlightenment and truth. And this person is coming into some very strong spiritual lessons and opportunities for growth and expansion, I'm hearing. And before they can fully come back into you, they're needing to achieve material and emotional fulfillment within themselves. The Nine of Cups with the King of Swords here is about that fulfillment. It's about coming to terms with and coming to peace within your own life and your own material gains, your own dreams and goals and fulfillment, at every level, essentially. The Seven of Swords is a card of, it could be lie, cheat, steal is what often readers say. It also is an energy of strategy and of planning and organization. And in truth, I do think that there is something being worked around that you cannot see, that you're not privy to, that's going to support the ascension of a new beginning in love. I want to get some more clarity on that because I don't think it's anything that you have any idea about. You're probably like, there's no way. What is the Seven of Swords? The Two of Swords? Yep, you can't see it. The Queen of Swords. and the Four of Swords. Yeah, it's not discernible to you. What is it that's actually happening? What's happening beneath the surface? Seven of Pentacles. You're doing a lot of waiting on this, apparently. But you will have success. This is beautiful. There will be success in love, despite, again, there's a little bit of bitterness concerning waiting. Some kind of karmic processing that needs to occur first. But again, that is coming in. And when it comes in, you're going to be made aware of everything that's sort of been playing around in the background that you haven't been privy to. With the Knight of Pentacles energy clarified by the King of Cups. And again, we have all of these kings here. These are just beautiful energies. It could represent options for some of you, or just the embodiment of energy that this person is going to be coming forward in. It can represent a well-rounded person. The Knight of Pentacles being very slow and methodical. Again, the King of Pentacles also presenting here, and it's clarifying the Hermit. This person is taking time to go deeper, you know, and that's what I think you're being called to do as well. They're needing to take time to lighten their load. We have lighten up, last quarter moon in Leo, before they can come forward to you in this beautiful King of Wands energy and King of Cups. That's taking time. It's not something that's going to be presenting forward just yet. But when it does, you know, they're going to come in pretty quickly, pretty swiftly with communication, with, again, that truth, that clarity. We had Judgment come out and present for you as well. Again, it's nothing that you're aware of. It's not on your radar. You almost have to feel your way into it. That Queen of Swords card in this deck comes through as very, very intuitive minded. Look at how she's sitting there and just really leaning into the energies of focus and feeling rather than thinking. It's a really intuitive looking Queen of Swords. At any rate, the energy of this person returning, or someone coming in for you, whether they're new or not, with great chemistry, beautiful, blissful times together. That's definitely on the horizon for you, pile 3. Let's see if there's anything else that they need to share with us. What else is coming in for pile 3 with regards to love, please? The Jester, again, keeping things light, playful, fun. The Challenger. The Architect, rebuilding or building something new after a period of challenge. And the Gambler, coming up over that King of Wands. This is somebody, yeah, who's just going to honestly take the lead, take charge, and come in hot and shoot their shot, basically. We also have the Heart card coming out for you. Beautiful energy of a new beginning in love with somebody. How gorgeous. Love, love, love that. Guidance for you, pile 3. Let's close things off with guidance. We're going to start with the Moonology Manifestation Oracle once again. What is guidance for pile 3, please? Aries, pile 3. What energy, insights, clarity, guidance do you want to bring forth to help support them as they move through what they are currently experiencing? Be humble. First quarter moon in Leo. I think that's come out in almost all piles today. Pretty sure. New moon in Gemini. Think it through. First quarter moon in Scorpio. Release your blocks. And unleash your kindest self. First quarter moon in Capricorn. So be humble. This energy always comes through for me to make me think of the idea that we need to stay in the appreciation mode and thankfulness. This is the energy that supports abundance. It's a vibration that is very positive and uplifting. And again, is what attracts and magnetizes us to manifestations in the positive direction of abundant, prosperous, sort of, prosperous and abundant energy flowing into us. New moon in Gemini, think it through, is an interesting card. I do think it's important for you to stay mindful in terms of what is presently taking place in your current circumstances, how decision making is important, how getting clear on your desires and getting confident, stepping into the energy of power. Thinking things through gives me the idea of, you know, just needing to be clear again on what it is that you're hoping for, how you're going to approach it. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to act on it, but just getting clear in your mind and in your thinking. Releasing your blockages as well, which I'm hearing that is one of your blockages, is that you're often very clouded in your mind about what it is that you want, or your emotions and your overthinking sort of cloud your intuition, cloud your ability to think clearly and to really see through to a situation, the heart of the matter. So releasing your blockages, of course, for anybody, that's clear and sound common sense guidance, but it's especially important for you, pile 3. and unleash your kindest self. First quarter moon in Capricorn, earth energy. So this is important time for you to, again, get that vibration right. Get yourself into a state of flow, of just joy, of happiness. It's coming for you. We saw that beautiful Three of Swords transitioning to that Four of Wands, the energy of heartbreak and of pain and loss and disappointment, and just emotional pain, and stepping into emotional fulfillment, harmony, and joy. It's a beautiful transition and shift. Think also back to that same spread in the left side of that sequence of the cards, where it was the Five of Pentacles, the energy of lack, of loss, of limiting beliefs. The Four of Pentacles is just restriction, again, limitation. And then stepping into that Ten of Pentacles, having the most abundance you can possibly have. It's time to unleash your kindest self and step into that energy of abundance, because it's definitely on its way and you have to trust. Let's get some guiding light oracle cards as well. Guidance for pile 3, please. What better cards than the guiding light for guidance? We have stretch yourself. It is time to move past your comfort zone and into the unknown. So yeah, getting clear about, what you're wanting, pile 3, making those decisions and gaining that confidence. Untapped inner potential. You are ready to experience great power from within yourself. Again, that inner power and strength, the Queen of Spirit with the Queen of Wands coming through for you. Hardened heart. Don't allow this situation to make you bitter, cold, and aloof. And we have beacon of light. You are a leader, teacher, and mentor for many people around you. Don't allow anything you're experiencing in life to make you bitter, pile 3. All of it serves you. All of it is supporting not only your ascension, but it's also allowing you to be this source of light, of inspiration, and to be a healing energy, a supportive, encouraging mentor and teacher for others in the collective. It's so, so important that you keep this in mind. Again, think things through. Think of how abundant you are. Be humble. Think of how everything that is occurring for you, supports your expansion, how you can move through it. You can get clear. You're beginning to get clear and make decisions and step into that confidence and that inner power. If you continue that, you're going to see things. It says untapped inner power. You're getting ready to experience great power from within yourself. That's going to allow and support the energy of some great new beginnings for you. So pile 3, I so hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope that it's also been of help to you and provided you with some clarity. As always, I would love for you to decide to stick around and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. I have other Zodiac-based readings in a playlist for you if you would like to choose another one of those videos. If you have other placements you're interested in, I do have videos from beginning with, I believe, Capricorn energy, and I'll continue to make my way through the Zodiac as we progress throughout the year. Also, other playlists available that you can peruse through of just general pick-a-card readings based on love energy, healing, high vibrational living. It is always an honor to connect with you here in this space, and I invite you to do so again, either in a new video or in another of the videos that are already uploaded and available for your viewing. And until next time, pile 3, I'm sending you so much loving and abundant energy. I'm loving what I'm seeing for you. Hope you enjoy the rest of your season, Aries. And until next time, I hope you take great care, pile 3.